Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Mark with the mic.
What is going on, guys? What's going on?
There's a lot going on, actually. But ain't nothing going on like it's going on in Resident Evil Retribution because that is the verdict for this week.
I
Um,
actually enjoyed it.
yeah, action, non-stop nonsense from beginning to end. So we'll get into that later.
Like nonsense.
But first, did you hear about Bowser trying to sell you Switch hacks? What? No. I thought that was hilarious. It's a real thing because a member of a piracy group named Team X Executor is named Bowser. So when usually you hear about people of a piracy group or something, they're usually people who come up with the hacks that get you like jailbroken, like yeah, because okay, remember the Wii was an example of
Yeah.
of the first console that Nintendo had on a major scale where people found a way to basically, because of the SD slot, mind you,
Yeah.
was to load up suspiciously acquired ROMs, and you would do certain things to the Nintendo Wii that would make it able to be able to play those games. And meanwhile, you paid no money. So that's not good. So here we are in 2020. So somebody got busted for doing that same thing for the Switch, basically.
His name was Bowser.
I don't know what the hack was. Maybe it wasn't for games like to play ROMs or anything. I don't know the exact hack it was.
Okay.
You know, maybe you don't want to put that out there because you know people might start digging down a rabbit hole and find something not supposed to find. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I still think it's hilarious that the dude's name is Bowser and he got arrested. So the only wasted thing for the article that I'll see is on The Verge if you want to read it. He got 11 felony counts. Dude, that's crazy. He's gonna go. I don't know how many years how many did they say how many years he's gonna get? Because that's only like 20 years, dude. That's a long ass time. He ain't even stabbed nobody. They said him and another person from the group got caught up in it. So yeah, dude, like they are not taking this lightly. I hope they have access to good lawyers because damn son, 20 years is a long time. But the only thing I say that was a missed opportunity was nobody did a Photoshop for the article. It's just a picture of the Switch.
Yeah.
They could have had a Photoshop of Bowser in pinstripes. I'm sure there's a official artwork of Bowser in pinstripes.
Probably, or the baby Bowser.
You know what I'm saying?
He's selling his shit up behind Daddy's back.
But yeah, that's a real thing. I think that's hilarious. Also, the president of the company is named Bowser, Doug Bowser.
Yeah.
So if you thought it was him, I could clearly understand why.
Yeah.
The joke makes itself even funnier because it works now on 3 levels.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, this is a movie trailer I watched the other day.
Not the Monster Hunter trailer, is it?
Oh, we don't get to that one because that actually lands in the verdict list because by the time that comes out, we'll still be on the list.
True. You're right. You're right.
We'll be going towards the ending of the list during that time.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time it comes out, like on digital, it'll probably be right.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
I watched the trailer for the Iron Mask with Jackie Chan and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's a new movie?
Yeah.
When is that supposed to come out?
2020, sometime this year. It's with Jackie Chan and Arnold Schwarzenegger looks ridiculous in this movie. I was just happened to pass by the trailer and I completely forgot about this. Like I was watching this the other day and I was like, wow, I actually want to see this. It looks really retarded and it looks fun. So I'll suggest you see the trailer. I'm actually gonna make the link for you so you can actually see the trailer. But yeah, that was actually a funny trailer. But yeah, I saw it the other way. The other trailer I saw this week was Monster Hunter.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh man, the comments on C.
I
So
didn't even realize T.I.'s in that movie.
yeah, you know what's funny is the fact that a lot of people are complaining because what they saw in the trailer, it was the big ass dragon, and I'm shooting it. They're like, oh, what happened to the Monster Hunter weapons? They should have the Monster Hunter weapons. I was like, did you see Tony Jaa's character? He's one of those
Mm.
guys. And then one of the posters, Mila Djokovic is holding the blades and shit too. So she
Hmm.
eventually gets the armor and stuff. So they are trying to give some love into the Monster Hunter game. So
There,
hopefully
it's misdirection in the trailer,
yeah,
because they don't, because this is like the first thing in motion showing this whole thing. All before that, it was all just screenshots.
yeah, exactly. So
I mean, hey, listen, I'll put it this way: they didn't do bad by the monster they put in the trailer
okay,
because it's Black Diablos. It looks just like it, makes
yeah,
a sound and everything. So it's not like they said, let's just make this bootleg thing.
yeah,
Um, so the accuracy is there. Listen, we've been doing the verdicts and all those damn Resident Evil movies. The one thing you cannot, the one thing you cannot say is that they don't have things that look like things from the games.
yeah. They take a lot from the games. As in, when we do the verdict, we are going. That's something we actually are going to say. They took a lot from the games.
But if you think it's faithful to the games, then that's bullshit. You went for some bullshit.
Yeah,
But because this is like the monsters don't really have a personality and they can't talk, you can't really say, man, that Diablos wouldn't try to kill them because that's all they do.
yeah.
That's all they do. So, yeah, they lucked
That's
out.
their day job.
Exactly.
You don't want to know
Um,
what their night job is.
it digs it. Yeah, they don't even show you that. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Uh, it digs in the ground and it comes out the ground just like the monster in the game. So hey, that's what you want, right?
Yeah,
Um, so I mean, me knowing that it's not just going to be military people, I feel not bad, but I mean, you put yourself in this hole because
yeah,
people's initial this first impressions, right? Because I can look in the comment section and all I see is Monster Hunter Cross Call of Duty.
yeah,
It's just like, did anybody see the preview stuff? No, like you said, nobody saw the preview images. Nobody saw the teaser posters and stuff that they put out themselves.
yeah,
No, the people just want to make jokes. So we'll see what happens when it actually comes out. So you can't really take everybody's gut reaction
yeah.
to heart for it, because I already know, yeah, it's not going to be great, but will it be dumb enough that I'm going to enjoy watching it? That's what I want.
I have a feeling. I have a feeling it's gonna be enjoyable.
Yeah,
It might not be the best. It might not be the greatest adaptation, but I think it's gonna be a fun one. I think there's things that you could have fun with that with the well, does it actually have like a deep storyline, or it's just
deep, no,
no?
but it has a consistent storyline.
Okay, so
So there's a through line from the first game all
yeah.
the way to now.
Okay, so as long as they keep it somewhat consistent with what the game did, at least like close to
Oh,
it.
it's not gonna have any of that
Yeah.
because I saw the synopsis. Remember, they put out the
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah.
No, it's not gonna have anything to do with the storyline of the game.
Yeah.
She's just gonna show up.
Yeah.
She's just gonna show up.
She's gonna show up. She's gonna find Blaze. She's gonna do all the Resident Evil tricks, but in Monster Hunter.
Yeah, basically, literally. I
Yes.
bet you that's what's gonna happen.
I think Mila Djokovic is just gonna work her way through all the Capcom games.
I mean,
Dino Crisis
maybe
next.
at least the one she played, right?
Dino Crisis next.
I think maybe she's gonna do Devil May Cry.
Devil May Cry.
Yeah, it's just gonna no Dante. It's just her.
It's gonna be Alice.
That's gonna piss everybody off.
Oh man, it's a Mila Djokovic and Capcom. The Mila Djokovic versus Capcom.
Yes,
She's just gonna fight
because
Capcom.
she's everybody. Yes.
Yeah. She's gonna be Chung Li. She's gonna be.
Mhm.
She gonna change Chung Li to be American. She gonna be well, wherever she is. I don't think she's American. She's gonna
my
bring back
goodness, yeah.
Bionic Commando, and it's gonna be
Yeah.
a female named Mila Djokovic.
Hmm. No, they're just all gonna be named Alice. That's it.
Yeah, all Alice. Alice, the Bionic Commando. She's gonna have Strider's blade. She's
Hmm.
and then it's gonna end. The last movie is just gonna be an anomaly of every fucking character, and that's gonna be her.
Oh, she's gonna be like
That's
Combo
Alice.
Man.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be the new Combo Man.
I want that now. Don't say that. Damn.
But you know what? It's gonna make the list. So we're gonna line up doing a verdict of it. So when the time comes, you will hear it from us. Especially because you are the Monster Hunter fan that I really know. Like you, I hear Monster Hunter from you more than anybody. So from you and maybe Julio. So it's gonna be interesting seeing your take on it and seeing how you enjoy it, even if it's not like what you expected it to be. At least it gave you a fun time while watching it, or you hope it's a dumpster fire and it just burns in the ground. It's gonna be one of the two.
All I know for sure is that it won't be. They have a track record.
Yeah.
The track record is trash. It's just but it's enjoyable trash.
Yeah.
So I look forward to it. This enjoyable trash.
Well, he still has one movie, one of his movies on our number one.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
He has the most movies on our list. God damn it.
And they're not the worst. That's the interesting
Yeah,
thing.
they're not the worst. They're like the mediocre. They're
No,
like
they're in their own category.
I think all
Like,
his movies are like in the. I think they own the 1 and the 3 spot, and then the middle.
mhm.
That's where
Yeah,
most
yeah.
of them are. Most of them are in the middle. But yeah, I'm looking forward to checking it out. What else?
Yes,
Like it's 2020. It's like whatever.
Mhm.
It's something new, I guess. As long as I think if the monsters look very respectable to what they looked like in the game, and like the way they defeat them is very similar to the way they defeat them in the game, I think a lot of people will have fun with that.
I agree. Even Doom agrees.
Yeah,
I mean, like Loki or Doom.
that's Loki. Yeah,
No,
Loki.
even Loki agrees.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting. You want to get into the Smash Brothers thing?
Oh yeah, these poor guys, these poor angry adults getting mad at Smash Brothers. The funny thing about it though, I didn't realize the last character was revealed in June, so it's been a long ass time. Um, this is actually a part of their like their season pass.
Yeah.
So Nintendo did a season pass for Smash Brothers Ultimate. This is what 2 or 3.
This is 3.
Okay, yeah. So the last one was a $25. It's called the Fighter Pass. There you go.
Yeah.
No. For Ultimate, this is 2. The other ones they had were for the previous game. That's right.
Yeah. So
So
let me.
the first one's $25. It had Persona 5 Joker, Dragon Quest 11 Hero, Banjo Kazooie, Fatal Fury, Terry Bogard, and Byleth from Fire Emblem.
Yes.
This new one so far only has 2 characters, but they have only announced it in like the span of damn near half the year, only 2 characters. So this one is so far only Arms character Min,
Yeah.
and now Steve from Minecraft, which he has a trailer, which actually is pretty well done.
It's a
do-
funny. It's pretty funny trailer.
Mhm.
I never played Minecraft, and I cannot
Really?
get into those games, so I'm not. It's not for me, but I could
Not
see.
even as a curiosity though.
I tried. I
Okay.
can I didn't like it just I didn't get it. I honestly didn't get it. My nieces get into it. Like they're really into it and stuff like that. So I understand these characters. They're not for me, but they are for the people that play these games and enjoy it. And the way they did it, they were pretty creative in how they built them. So I'm like, I'll give them credit.
The one thing I do like though is the fact that it looks like, at least from the player's perspective, I see people saying that he looks like he's super powerful in the game, which I think is funny
Yeah.
because it's the contrast of the character to him being incredibly powerful. He is basically a polygon man,
Yeah.
which is hilarious. So
So it's
Also,
cool.
Minecraft is like the most popular game in the world. You know what I mean? Like, come
Yeah,
on.
it's one of the highest gross, and it's also the second Microsoft character in Smash Brothers.
Shit. Well, I mean, at this part, they are a third party. They're a third party with their own console.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
but
great.
they're owned by Microsoft, so Microsoft gets credit in Smash Brothers.
Yeah, 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 but again, Smash Brothers isn't the game that is exclusive by any means
Yeah,
because they have characters from Square Enix, they have characters from Capcom, they
yeah,
have characters from just
but
about almost any video game company. And
yeah,
since Microsoft decided to buy companies that made video games, hey, why not?
but it's nice seeing. Like, it's nice that they're working with. Like, they're letting them have these characters because like Sony hasn't gave a character to them.
And to be fair, Banjo Kazooie doesn't really count.
Well, Rare, they own
No,
Rare.
no, I don't mean that.
Yeah,
I don't mean that.
yeah,
It's a game on 64. It doesn't count.
yeah. But they still own the character. But
No, it doesn't count.
I want to see Crash
You,
Bandicoot.
it's like saying you made your debut on the big stage and you went to TV. Like, hey man, he was a television star all along. No, he debuted in the movie.
But
You know that.
that also works with like Metal Gear because he did debut in NES.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like that game, the platform.
yeah,
Smash Brothers is a platform.
yeah.
Everybody's open. Can get an invitation. You sitting on the toilet. You know, you mind your own business. That white letter comes through the window with a red stamp on it. You could get invited too.
I feel like we need Crash Bandicoot.
So some people thought the TNT boxes for the Minecraft guy were actually Crash's boxes, which is funny.
I can see that. I can see that.
Also, I mean that's the thing. It happened. Did you get Crash 4?
I did not get it. I plan to. I heard it's hard as fuck.
Of course. That's how
Yeah.
Crash do. Crash Bandicoot 4 just came out this Friday, I believe it
Yeah.
was. So that's like the first brand new Crash Bandicoot game in years. But I mean, you can say that, but all the love and work they put into the remaster, that was a brand new game as well.
I
So,
did finish the first two in the remaster.
hmm hmm
I did not play 3 yet, and I kind of got caught up with other shit. I've been playing Mafia. I'm at Mafia 2 right now.
okay, okay.
Very, very good storylines. If you like the movies like Godfather or shit like that, very, very good storylines. The gameplay needs work, but very good storylines. Like, the story makes the game worth the bullshit glitch and shit they have in the game. And there's some really crazy ones. There's one that I went through that it was like a storyline thing, and the guy just like looks to the side. He's not even looking at you. He's like, his eyes are like stuck to the corners and shit. And it just
Oh,
fucking looks retarded.
oh, poor, poor.
Actually, I took a picture. I'll send you it. But yeah, so like it's shit like that. But as the story wise, it's a really remarkable story. They did a really good job in telling a story. If you're into any of this kind of like style movie wise, I think you'll enjoy the games as well. I finished part
Mm.
one. Part one was the one that was fully remastered, but it still needed a lot of work.
Yeah, that's okay. I was about to bring that up because
Yeah,
I follow a guy on YouTube
yeah,
and Twitch who plays playing it, and even that one
yeah.
is a little buggy.
Oh,
It's yeah,
it's
see,
buggy, but I think the story itself is well worth it. Like, the story is really worth playing it. Like that, and I think that's the key component. Like, the story is intriguing enough for you to keep trying to play it, even though a lot of it's kind of broken. Like, the
yeah, yeah.
cars like drive like tanks, but then if you
What?
really think about it, back in the day, those cars didn't have handling like what they have
hmm
now, so it makes sense in a way, I guess.
I agree. I agree. I could see it. You
Yeah.
know.
Because like the cars, like, in the first one is like 1920s to the 30s, so it's like in the beginning of the prohibition until after the prohibition, and in that sort, it's supposed to be like a Chicago kind of town, but it's not. Part two takes place like in the 40s to the 50s, into the early 60s, no, into the 50s, and it's like a New York kind of town. And then in part three, which I probably will play right after, I probably won't play right after, but I'll probably play a couple months later. It will be it's in New Orleans, like their version of New Orleans.
Okay, gotcha.
It's fictional cities, but I think they do a good job. I think the storylines are really good. I bought this game a while ago. I've been waiting for part one so I could go one, two, three. Because honestly, if you play part one, you get introduced to the main character in part two in part one.
I mean, yeah, because you said New Orleans, and I realized New Orleans is the central location for three.
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, okay,
So three was New Orleans. One is like a new. It's like Chicago, and part two is like New York. It's like Empire City. It's called.
okay,
And they have like some land, like the bridge looks like the Brooklyn Bridge, and there's a bridge that looks like the Williamsburg Bridge and shit like that. So it looks really nice in that sense.
Mhm.
The game could work better, it could play better, but other than that, I'm enjoying it for what the story is. So I'm digging it. But yeah, like if you finish part one, you get introduced into part two because in part two there's a mission that you play and you see that part of part one in part two.
Okay, cool.
I guess I don't want to.
Does that game have celebrities in it? They have celebrity voices. I know three did.
It
I don't know
probably
about one.
does. It probably does. I don't know none of them. I actually did not look it up. I could look it up now. But
Because you know what's interesting is that me and Japstar, one of our favorite comedians, is in that game. Joey Diaz.
yeah,
He's one of the voices. He's one of the guys that you kill, like that tries to screw you over early on
Okay.
in the story.
Mafia games.
But that game always reminds me of LA Noire.
Yeah, it has the same style.
I never
Well,
played
it's
it.
the same.
I never played either one,
Yeah.
but it reminds me of because of the time period,
Yeah,
right?
time period. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
early noir. Yeah, early noir is like early 20s, 30s.
Okay. Okay.
I think. I don't remember. Oh yeah, I just want to see the IMDb. But yeah, I'm. It's all right. I like.
You know what would be funny? I just want to say what would be funny if you look at the list and you see Uwe Boll's name in there or something.
I'm like, no wonder it's so fun. The CGI is shit. I see like some people that acted in like Sopranos and shit.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No one like really like. No one like that's really known.
No A-listers, but
Nah.
they were probably. But I mean, Sopranos is a pretty big show, so if they were just a minor character, it's
Yeah.
still something.
But I'm looking at let me see part two. Yeah, I don't know a lot of these people.
Okay. Okay. That's interesting.
No
I wonder why they went. They must have had some money after making the first two. That's probably why.
Yeah. And then three. But three was a brand new game too. It was like a new system and shit. Three. Not really much people either. That like that really like stands out. No. Oh, well, it's a alright game. I'm enjoying it so far.
Mhm.
I plan to play that. I might pick up the Crash next week. That'll probably be something I'll pick up. The Crash
Okay.
or there was something else that came out this week and I completely forgot. I'm still waiting on Cyberpunk anyway.
Oh yeah, I see that is there a new trailer? There's a new trailer for something. like
Yeah,
a
they
old or
just did the Keanu Reeves commercial.
Okay, that's what it was.
So he's telling you to buy the game, and you're like, okay, Keanu, I got you. I listen to Keanu.
Let me. True.
We got new casts coming for you guys. We did the Morphin cast yesterday. We did Game of Rage. We have our new challenges. A lot of stuff on our SoundCloud, so definitely check everything out. We'll be doing the interview with the owner of Game On probably sometime later this month, so stay tuned for that too.
Nice.
It's gonna be fun. Fun
Nice.
conversation.
Nice too.
He also offered to lend us the games if we need it for a challenge.
That's even better. Awesome.
So I was like, all right. So now I feel like he's gonna give me Nightmare on Elm Street for NES.
Does he have a specific like for that game?
He
Tom?
likes the game. He just never was able to finish it, and he knows it's a hard ass game.
You know, he should be disqualified. If you didn't beat the game, you should not be able to tell somebody to beat it. That's not
The
fair.
funny shit is, I have finished that game.
That what? That's such a weird game, man.
Yeah, you know what? My cousin, like, fucking, he wrote up a strategy on fucking how to beat that game, and I remember I was
That's when you
paying
have
like
to, man.
24 hours. We played like all fucking night, and we finally finished the game, and we slept like the rest of the day.
I mean, that's back when you had the little note thing in the back of
Yeah.
the instruction manual when you could use it.
Oh man, he fucking
Because there was no. What you gonna do? Call Nintendo and tell your parents, "Hey, man, I owe you like $50."
My cousin had notebooks like the black and white notebooks.
Mm-hmm.
He had maybe about 50 full of just random game shit, maps he drew up. Like for Metroid, he has like a whole notebook of maps that he drew up for Metroid. Castlevania.
Did he ever make his own FAQ?
He probably has. I'm not surprised if he didn't. Like he did everything. Like he was so into the games, and like he was very into the patterns of the games. He used to draw everything out and shit. So yeah. So with Nightmare on Elm Street, I remember beating it with him. So I remember finishing that game. I feel like I can. I'm good with a lot of those retro games, and that's something that he's surprised. And I have surprised him already, especially with Batman, because I actually showed him my gameplay with Batman, and he saw how fast I went through the first 3 stages. It was just like I played that game. I was like, "Yo, when that's the only game you have, you get good at that fucking game."
This is true.
So that was the game that I had for the longest time. I had like 3 games, and that was one of them, and I mastered that game, and to the point that if I touch the controller with that game, it just comes back to me. I remember the timing, I remember the jumping, I remember where I had to jump, where I had to go. The same thing with like Mario. Mario is like riding a bike. Like once you play Mario 3, like you remember everything. You remember where everything is at.
Did you get to try Mario 35?
Yes,
it's
I
out-
won
out.
3 matches.
So can you describe how do you play that? Like, how do you get it, or what?
So
what
if
exactly
you
is it?
have the Nintendo Switch online service, it's free.
Okay.
All you have to do is just download it, and it's free to play. They kind of did something very similar to this, like with the Tetris 99.
Yeah. Okay. So
And-
so Tetris 99. What that was a 99 player,
Yeah,
or was it 100?
99.
It was a 99 player Tetris like battle royal essentially.
Yeah.
You just keep playing until everybody's gone.
Yeah,
And then that's
exactly.
the winner, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I played that. I won twice
Okay.
and never won again.
Do you know if time might have affected that? Like when you play, were you early? Like in the
No.
life of the game.
It
No?
it
Okay.
goes by like just if you're getting good with the game too, because if you're not getting a lot of the shit that's happening to you and shit too. So this one, Mario 35, is pretty much the same concept but just 35 players, and you're playing the original Mario Brothers. You're going through random stages though. You're not going like directly like straight through the game. You're going through different stages here and there, and you unlock more stages as you go. So pretty much you're timed, but you could get more points with time. You could get more time by killing enemies, getting power ups, getting coins, and finishing the stage fast. Is those 4 things. So pretty much, it's pretty much playing Super Mario 1. My first game, I lasted maybe 10 minutes, and everyone started like dropping like flies.
Okay, so how does it keep you from sitting there all day and beating it?
Because there's time limit. There's like 30
Oh,
seconds. Yeah. Not only the in-game time, there's actually a time limit of you finishing the stage.
Okay.
So you
Is
and
there,
then
are there different modes to that one?
not really from what I've
Okay.
seen so far, but pretty much you unlock the stages, and then you get more stages as you go on. The faster you do it, the faster the stages you get, and you can unlock like the whole game in one like setting kind of shit.
Oh, okay. So I assume the people who were playing were really good because I saw. I don't know if you know Maximilian's his friends, the Yo Video Games crew.
Yeah,
There's a guy named Simmons, and he was playing it. So he won like two back to back, but he was just like just he had a planned route to get him back to 1-1, which is interesting because like you said, it's not just going through the stages in order, but it does have little things to I don't know, it's not to reset things, but
yeah,
to mix things up in different ways besides that, because the warps aren't the warps that they don't take you exactly where you remember, like from the old games.
yeah.
So he had ended up doing like stage 1-1, then stage 1-2. Then he went to take the warps, and the warps had pipes that led him to 2-4, which I think might be made up. And then he, no, I don't think so. I think that's the castle. And then there was one that took him back to 1,
Yeah.
and then he just started all over again.
Hmm.
But it was still in the middle of the race. Like, oh,
Yeah, it
that's really cool.
randomizes. Yeah, it randomizes the
That's
stages, so you're
really
not
cool.
going like directly in order. You'll go from like one to like 1-3, then to 4-1
No, no,
to.
he chose, but he chose. That's the
Yeah.
cool thing.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the warp in 1-2, it's still there,
Yeah.
but the choices you get aren't the original choices. It's for that game. I was like, oh, that's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
cool. I like that. Scott Steiner does not like that.
No, he's like fuck that. But it's a cool concept. I played a little bit. I won like 2 games. I came like second another game. I came in like third the other game. But yeah, it's the original Mario, which it's fun to play. I feel
Would you
like they,
recommend it?
yeah, I enjoy it. It's free on if you have the Switch online. It's free, so I'll say try it out. Enjoy it.
Okay, cool, cool.
Um, yeah. That's all I got. I guess it is
Yes,
verdict.
sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Well, yeah. That's not. We talked about the grown people getting upset at Minecraft, man. Um, one more thing before we start the verdict, just a shout out to once again Monster Hunter World Iceborne doing the damn thing. The last free title update, which is the 5th one, is introducing Fatalis, which is the in the lore of the Monster Hunter series, the legendary Black Dragon. It's basically like the last boss. That's all
Yeah.
it is. Hey, fight all these crazy cool things, and then at the end you got to fight this. His design's pretty cool. Like if you haven't seen him, it pretty much looks like I don't know your typical fantasy dragon, but it's just really it's usually huge. And the one distinguishing feature that it has that is in game that I think is funny is that when you beat him up, his tongue falls out of his mouth, so he looks goofy.
Oh, okay.
Um, and that's still in the game. Also, beating him gets you some brand new armor and weapons, but also for the cat, there's it basically gets you a full body suit where the cat looks just like the dragon, and it's holding a little hunter in his hand.
Cool.
So it looks hilarious. I just sent it to you so you can see what I'm talking about. Um, Yeah, I mean, and it does a whole bunch of things with the engine, which is like now they unlock the rest of the layered armor, so you can basically play the game, wear what you want, stat wise,
Okay.
and appearance wise. You can look like whatever the hell you want.
Cool.
So that's cool. They're still doing event quests until whenever, so at least there's still that. So there will be content for the game,
Cool.
just in the form of event quests. So
Cool.
I've been playing it so far. It's a lot. It's kind of an engine improvement. There's a few things they added some new skills that do things that I think make the game better.
Yeah.
So like there's in one update, I think they probably made the best version of Iceborne so far, and I think that's kind of what they needed to do for the last free update.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's not the end of it. They haven't announced anything for the next world. I know the next game is the 2 for Switch.
Okay.
So I know that typically when companies do that, like there's probably different teams doing that because they have a portable team,
Yeah.
and they're probably going to be going to work on the next whatever the next multi-console one is.
Yeah.
But I would hope. I mean, just to take the load off of them because it's in the middle of a pandemic, that if they didn't go directly to the next game, I would hope they did more content. I would gladly pay for something like another, maybe if they want to do another expansion, I'll take it, right?
Yeah.
But if they wanted to do another paid DLC for it, that's actually adding something meaningful to it, I would not mind.
Cool.
So
Yeah, as
that's
long
that.
as they keep it up and is as good as is treated as long as it has been, yeah, I say it's fair.
Yeah,
Give you a lot of free shit.
because it's not, yeah, it's not regular circumstances, and I know there was like an article that they came out this weekend about crunch, and people
Yeah.
was like, I think it was involving Cyberpunk. So
Yeah,
like,
Cyberpunk. They all like working 6 days a week now before they launch and stuff.
so like, that's a thing, and it's not going away even during the pandemic. You
Yeah.
understand? Like that's the thing. I don't want to. I don't want to be a part of the mob that's like gimme,
Yeah.
and not understand that those are people making the games. You know? So,
Yeah, like honestly, with Cyberpunk, like if they had to delay it, I would accept the delay. Like as I know for a fact, CD Projekt Red is gonna do their best in that damn game, so I trust them.
this is true. Yep.
So I'm all for like just hey, you don't have to do that. Just put it out January.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
give us some
Put
more
it out
time.
Consoles come out or whatever. There's the free upgrades that's gonna happen. So
Yeah.
like, yeah.
So yeah, because there's a lot of things that they have to do. They have to make sure that's free upgrade is going to work for the PS5 and the Xbox, and they said it's free. They're not charging no one nothing. You buy one game, you get both. Same thing. I think Yakuza Like a Dragon. Like if you buy one game, you get both.
And they're doing showcases. I think some of Yakuza they showed, I think PS5 footage when
Yeah.
that was announced.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
I'm
The
actually
other
looking
cool
forward to
thing
it.
is, I don't know if you noticed, because Angry Joe, I'm not sure if you know him, but he got one for review. So he has a physical Xbox One
Okay.
Series X.
Cool.
And then there's another guy I follow from CNET that does the tech reports for them, and he got his as well. So they're out there being demoed. Like the reviewers and the tech people are getting them in their hands just to, run them through their paces
Yeah.
and put the information out there about what exactly we're gonna get
Yeah.
if you purchase that. Me, I'm not probably not gonna get it because hey man, y'all made everything on the other big ass box that I already bought. So hey,
Yeah.
thanks a lot, Microsoft. Good looking.
But yeah, I know kind of funny you got theirs too, so I'm looking forward to hearing what it's all about. Same thing with the PS5. I'm waiting for that as well.
Yeah, that one I don't think anybody's got yet, or at least I haven't seen anybody.
Yeah,
that
no
has
one
one.
has gotten a depth because they were actually talking about it on their PlayStation podcast. PS I Love You.
Okay.
So yeah, they were talking about it on there that they haven't got it or they're not gonna get it anytime soon. So I want to see how close to launch they actually get a PS5.
Dude, you just reminded me. It's October and it launches November.
Yeah, so there's a chance they probably get it like a week or 2 weeks, and they won't even get time to really touch it.
It's that, man. Damn. It feels like Sony's holding that system really, really close this year.
They like it's not that great right now.
Yeah, but it feels worse than I don't mean to jump on a negative bandwagon, but it feels worse than the PS4 because I remember the PS4 everybody had it.
Yeah,
People were talking about that for a long time.
You know, what was the last system they did this with? The 3.
3, yeah, I agree. I remember.
What happened with the 3?
It's not good.
Yeah,
It's not good.
so hopefully it's not another 3.
Like I understand the $500 price tag for everything is reasonable,
Yeah,
but timing is terrible.
yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
I honestly feel like the next gen did not have to come this year. Like with all the shit that's going on with 2020, to like dish out, having people dish out $500 for a new. Like you guys could have did it for next Christmas, and you guys would have had a lot of time to really work out the kinks and really promote and really showcase your stuff. But everything now, it just feels rushed.
Yeah, I agree. Except for Microsoft, because they have been pushing so hard for the, hey man, it doesn't matter, you can play this
Yeah.
on whatever you have. I feel like this might be the tide that turns it for Microsoft, and in terms of people just jumping on board.
You know, my little gripe with Microsoft, if that $299 one had the same abilities, just less like memory, I would accept that a lot more than just like they cut like half the things that it could do. Like if you actually could get a console with the 4K abilities for $299, that would have been a gold mine in that sense. Like as an apparent, we would look at the $299 price tag and fuck your $500 price tag.
You're right, but I think enough people are still gonna do it. I
Yeah.
mean, so if they aren't confused already, which we talked about last week.
Yeah.
But seriously, I
Yes.
think the price point is gonna do it. I mean, I don't agree with one being so heavily underpowered compared to the other one. I don't
Yeah.
agree with that.
Yeah.
They should have just did the same thing. They should have did the same thing Sony did. Yeah. They don't
Yeah.
want it out there. They don't want the info out there.
Fast and
What I was
Furious.
saying is, do you want to put the just to take the disc drive out? That's okay.
Yeah.
You know, and then charge the $150 or $100 less. But I mean, look, that price point is a big deal. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
Because PlayStation, it's the same system. It's just one has a disc drive, one doesn't. That's the difference of the two.
That's
As
the
in
thing. Yeah.
the 1S, the Series S and the Series X, they're kind of different systems. Like one is smaller, one is. I guess you can like justify the $299 price tag with what it has, but if you really want people to dish out, like I'm going to line up paying the $200 if I want like the full 4K presentation, even though half the people don't have a 4K TV that's actually using the fucking thing either.
True.
So
Which is probably why that S will do very well.
yeah, like
It's probably gonna do amazing.
like the S would be something like someone will travel with, like just throw in their bag and like, hook it up to a hotel TV kind of shit.
Or they're just gonna be for regular ass people that
Yeah.
ain't got 4K TV.
Yeah, $299 is a good price tag. Like if you
They're just like, why would I spend the extra? At that point, it's gonna be in taxes, maybe $300, $250.
But you want to know what's fucked
Why
up
would I-
is the fact that yeah, it's $299, but you know how much the memory extension is?
You said the memory. Oh no, yeah, it's like
It's like $200.
expensive. It's
Yes,
expensive. Yeah.
you gotta wait till that technology goes down. Until then, it's gonna be a pricey ass memory expansion. And you can't use your regular hard drive for it. The
And
external.
And that means once again, PC, and they're pushing people, and they understand it, and I think that's the key. And them having some type of success, even putting it out now,
Yeah.
is because they pushed it to the Play Everywhere system. So
Yeah.
that's a smart thing. It's unfortunate because Sony, if you wanted to compete in that marketplace, you could. But the funny thing is like you'll end up on somebody else's machine,
Yeah.
and they don't have that relationship yet. Like they have games that are on that were exclusives, but those were timed exclusive. Those weren't. What's the only one that is out there? Isn't it Horizon? Is like the only one that's like from this last generation
Yeah.
of Sony exclusives.
Yeah.
That's like the only one that was
And
made by a Sony studio
there's-
that is on PC, right?
There's rumor for Death Stranding is coming.
But that's not made by.
Yeah, that's not them.
Oh wait, yeah, they did help. That's right,
Yeah.
they helped.
It's Death Stranding's one, and there's big rumors that Spider-Man might make it to PC. Don't hold me on that, but there was a rumor on the last thing with Insomniac that they're looking to put the PS5 remaster on PC.
Smart, but at what point do they see the light of the current situation and go, we might have to look into that system that Xbox is using, because we might not be able to force people to buy a $500 box if they have things that can run these games.
You know what's funny is the fact that, honestly, beyond the people that know the specs and whatever they can do, you had those people that are like, yo, it's PlayStation, I'm getting it anyway.
That's true.
Yeah, you have those like PlayStation loyalties that.
You know what the
always
highest
get
price
those.
for PlayStation pre-order was? That I heard from a podcast. They went on eBay
Yeah.
and they looked at the listing. And I don't know if this is legitimate by eBay standards because they have to vet it,
Yeah.
but it was $500,000
For what?
for the pre-order.
For the pre-order of the
somebody's
regular ass
pre-order.
system?
Yes, for
Not the
disc
not the
system, yes.
gold brick one?
See, they mentioned that too. They said no, it wasn't the gold one. No,
It's fucking ridiculous.
But that's you see, yeah. But
That's eBay.
and
For
they, and,
you,
it,
though.
and they looked at it and they said it had 30 like almost 30 watchers, so people were watching it. Like what? Damn dog.
Yo, if you have 500 grand and watching this system, give me the money. I'll find you 2 PS5s, and I'll have a lot of money left
Like
over.
yo, I don't know if you've seen the status of the world right now, but
Yeah.
there's many more people who could use that. Oh, and it said 10% go to like some charity, which I thought was funny.
No, 10% of 500. Oh fuck you. Oh fuck that guy.
Oh man.
Oh, fuck
But
that.
that's where we're at right now. Is they got this super luxury item and two super luxury items actually,
Yeah.
but one of them is offering you a path to at least play the games
Yeah.
without buying the hardware. So like I think this might be super interesting
Yeah.
because it might not be as cut and dry as I thought. Because at first I thought, oh, it's gonna be a landslide, Sony.
I actually think it's gonna be kind of even, especially for the first year, because right now the only thing that Sony has that's kind of stands out over the Xbox Series X is Spider-Man Miles Morales and Bugsnax.
There are a lot of people who are gonna buy a $500 Demon Souls machine. I know you didn't play the game.
Yeah.
That is made by the people that made Dark Souls, which is one of the most popular games in history. It's just gonna sell.
Yeah, but I see like commercialized wise, like a lot of people with the Demon
I'm
Souls.
saying it again.
Yeah.
I understand, but do you understand how popular Dark Souls is?
No, I don't. I don't understand.
It is one of the most popular. That game almost single-handedly built Twitch.
Okay.
It is one of the most popular video games ever made, and the company that made that has a game that is launching on PS5. It is going to sell gangbusters. But my thing is, I think that Sony is putting their foot in their mouth by bringing out a fucking $500 luxury item now.
Yeah.
Just saying. And people are gonna want to wait, and they're gonna look at Xbox and be like, oh, "So that new Halo, right? When it's done, it's gonna be on PC too, right? Okay, I'm gonna play that over there. Yeah, I'm gonna wait because I ain't got no money. Things ain't right. I ain't got no job, so I ain't buying that thing. That's how people are gonna be thinking.
Yeah,
that's just the reality of it. I don't want to get too down on it, but the nature of my business, I get to see the statistics of what's happening via the news and the job reports nowadays. Not looking good.
Yeah,
it's just not. It's not. There's in the millions of people laid off. It's not looking good.
So. No, it's not. But yeah, like with the Xbox, the one thing that Xbox has that's gonna give that Game Pass, it could be a sure thing, especially for people just like, all right, I just spent $500 on a console. I can't afford games. Oh, Game Pass comes with, and they actually gonna bundle it. They're giving 3 free months of Game Pass when you buy the new system.
That's real good. That's real good.
So you don't have to buy shit. I mean, you get the
smart.
Game. Yeah. So that's actually pretty smart in that way. But I do got a PS5 pre-ordered. Because if it wasn't Jackie, like it was like I'll help you pay half for it. I'm like, all right, that's where I got it. So the VR system, because she's been doing her Twitch, Emperor Chariot. Yeah, definitely check her out on Twitch. So she's been doing her thing on there. So basically, she's been playing a lot too. So it's going to be a system for us, and we're both excited for the Miles Morales game, and the remaster Spider-Man. It gives me an excuse to kind of go through Spider-Man again.
Did content wise, the PS4 version is going to be the same though?
So the remastered Spider-Man game is not going to be on the PS4. So if you want to play the Miles game is the same. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
I say the graphics may be more enhanced on PS5, but other than that, it's the same game.
That's cool.
So you can still play it if you don't want to get the PS5 version.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I mean, there's enough of those, right? There's enough of the cross ones.
Yeah.
That are coming out, and it's like if you want to wait, you still have a valid copy waiting for you.
Yeah.
That's smart. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's up to see whose marketing strategy works the best, right?
Yeah, that's where it's gonna go, and see who does better with what they could do. I don't know. Like I did the PS5. The Xbox looks interesting too, but I just want a good system.
Yeah, at the end of the day, yeah,
Yeah.
you're paying money for something, right?
Yeah.
You work for the money. The money needs to go to something you want.
Exactly.
And I want a system that works.
Yeah. I just want a good. I just want a good system.
Mhm.
That's all I ask for. I guess we're going to this verdict.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This verdict.
So this week's verdict is Resident Evil Retribution.
Yes.
And this is 2012, September 14th in the USA.
Yes.
It is rated R, and it is an hour and 35 minutes. So it's not that long. And it's shorter than that, I realize, because these movies, the credits, is like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So what did you think, Mark?
I say with this movie was more of a video game movie than all the other Resident Evil movies.
Yeah.
It felt more like a video game. Like it felt like I was watching a video game. And I think that's why I like this movie more than the other ones.
I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
It looks like they looked at Resident Evil 6 and was like, all right, let's do that.
And I think it stopped taking itself seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And just does what it does. The movie is what it is. And if you don't like that, then it's not for you. And then if there's a huge fan base that it is for them, because for some reason this movie freaking makes $300 million. So
I think it turned into its own universe, complete with like, hey, you either in or you're not. I think around the third movie.
Yeah. And
was
then
when the one where she had the powers and stuff.
And then they
I
also
think that's when I went nuts.
Yeah, and they also do the fan service. They do the fan service with the characters. They try their best to bring certain characters in.
In the worst way possible. No, they don't. No, they just take the look and just go, "Hey, you remember this, right?
Yeah.
This person just gonna do something."
That's true.
No, why Barry? Why Barry, man? They tried to make him heroic, only to shoot that man up. That was unnecessary.
I like that.
He never died like that in the games.
That was the guy that played the Blob. He played the Blob in X-Men Origins.
Really? How about that? Well,
yeah, he had a bodysuit on, but yeah, that was.
Ada, they stole a scene from Resident Evil 4, scene for scene. Leon is in the movie and is not remarkable at all. He's just a dude that looks like a character.
So the guy that plays Leon, he plays the Vigilant in Arrow.
The Vigilant, you said?
Yeah, he was like the Punisher character in Arrow.
Okay, so is he good in the show?
Nah, because I looked at him and I was like, yo, he looks mad familiar. I don't know where the fuck I know him from. So I just looked him up, and yeah, he was the Vigilant in Arrow. So I was like, okay, I know who that guy is. I kind of like him a little bit more now. Even though he was still generic as shit.
Yeah, I can see that.
But we got like a family reunion in this movie. We got like everyone back.
Mm-hmm.
It was like one big happy family.
I mean, well, you got people back and some people are gone. Claire and Chris are gone.
Yeah.
Because I assume the story reasons the Redfields are gone.
Yeah.
But we have Luther coming back from the last movie.
Yep.
He's played by Boris Cujo. We have Jill Valentine, who was she was the stinger at the end of the last movie.
Yeah.
She's back. Same woman, Sienna Guillory, is reprising her role. She has more screen time. She's like the main antagonist, not necessarily the main villain, because it's like a bit of a twist at the end, which is hilarious. It's so dumb.
Yep.
Michelle Rodriguez is back as the same character from the first movie, but she ends up being the main like boss fight at the end, which is hilarious. It makes. Do they even try to make sense on why they're evil though?
No.
Is it just because they're clones made by Umbrella? Like, oh yeah, they're just evil, even though in the beginning, like, she wasn't evil at all.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
And then she had
so dumb.
Didn't she have like a sister or twin or something?
Oh, there was a line. There was a line because they were all clowns. They were in the Umbrella Omega facility where they had everything going on, and they had they basically they had areas where they could recreate the zombie incidents. to
So
test.
so this was pretty much a video game in a video game movie. Video game movie in a video game.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see that.
They
That's true.
got the girl. I think the girl was the original little chick. Was she?
With the child actress
Yeah.
from the first movie. I don't know. I have no
I
idea.
think
I
she
would think
was.
she'd be too old because this is 2012. The first one was what 2008.
Yeah. No, she was the orphan. That's where I know her from.
Oh, okay,
She
okay.
was an orphan. She was
I mean,
also.
she was probably meant to be a lookalike of that character.
Yeah.
So
You're all
I
going to die down here.
yeah, and then they brought her back,
Yes.
the actual Red Queen, the AI, the killer AI from the first movie.
Yeah.
So it was they even brought back the first guy who got chopped up into pieces the
Yeah.
original movie
back.
that everybody remembers. Oh, he's gonna make it out. Nope,
Yeah.
he's back.
And then Odie
Carlos is back.
Farah,
Hmm?
Todd, the dude that played Todd, Odie Farah, he's back.
Which character was Todd? I don't remember.
He was the one that kind of like who was her husband. He was in
I was talking about
Apocalypse.
Carlos.
Yeah. Why did he
Oh,
have him
that
as Todd?
yeah, that's weird. Oh, you mean here they don't have him as no? Yeah, it's no. Okay, you remember the dream sequence?
Yeah.
That's why.
His name was Todd in Dream
Because
Sequence.
he's a clone. Because that was a real thing. She
Oh,
was
okay.
sharing the memories. Because she shares the memories of all the clones,
Okay.
and it's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Because you see all the clones they have there, and it's like millions. Well, I don't want to say millions, but it's probably like thousands of them.
Yeah.
Conveyor belts with hooks in their backs. I think it's just
Yep.
that's creepy.
Looks like a semi line of toys.
Yeah, basically, right? They should have just came in and what's the name of the cardboard, the backings and the plastic, so you can let them breathe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to the Major Wrestling Pod.
Yes,
But yeah, I mean, you know what I will say for this movie, they explain a lot.
They you know what
Goes
they
on
did?
in the movie.
So I remember I was going through Saw, the Saw movies, and I think it was the 5th or 6th movie. It kind of gave you the whole like storyline of where they're at now, like right before. And this is exactly what they did. This was the movie that was like, all right, we're gonna give you everything you need to know, and then after this movie, there's gonna be one more, and that's it. So basically, they gave you a whole telling of the story of everything that happened.
And it's
Which
pretty
is great.
faithful because it's the same person.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, exactly. Which was great because I forgot like half of it. So it was like it made me remember everything. My only thing is what's up with Nemesis? Why he didn't return?
I would. He needed justice for his suit.
Yes.
Justice for Nemesis.
Yes, justice from Nemesis. But other than that, like I liked the whole. I liked the concept of the movie. I thought it was interesting. It was entertaining. It took it to a certain. It took it to a different level. But I'm interested to seeing the final chapter now. Like before, I was just very skeptical and like, oh, these are gonna suck. But this now, I actually intrigued to watch the next movie because how everything happened, even how stupid it is. I just want to see how it ends. I really do.
Because you know what it is? I think he found his groove with the last movie. Because it seems like you said before, it seems like these two were filmed close.
Yeah.
And it seems this movie has the same feel as the last one, where like she's doing Matrix stuff and fighting. Because remember, don't forget, the beginning of the last movie was ridiculous.
Yeah.
With the clones and her falling down, like, I don't know, 50 stories on a shaft.
Yeah.
And shooting upside down and then landing just fine. You know what I mean? Like, the last movie was bananas.
Yeah.
And so this movie, it doesn't escalate to a level where it's like it's not in that universe. So it's like it's on par.
Yeah.
I would say. But I mean, it's just it feels like it really feels like they found their groove, because even when you have a moment where it's like this is I can't. And that moment for me was at like towards the end of the movie. They had a 10-minute fight scene.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there like, it's not boring because it's so ridiculous. But it's a 10-minute fight scene.
Yeah.
What? Like it, and Michelle Rodriguez is the main villain at the end of all that. Like the main baddie, the one they had to figure out how to defeat her because she's unstoppable.
Yeah.
She's a tyrant woman. and she has a heart punch. She punch you in the heart and kill you. Like they do that twice. She does an X-ray, a Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat X-ray twice, and I'm like, this fucking movie, man. It just keeps doing things. It's just like, I can't believe you just did that.
Yeah.
I can't believe. But I will say the one thing that W.S. Anderson, and I think this is, if you've ever seen the movie Ultraviolet, this is where
Yeah.
Mila Jovovich kind of like turned into that character,
Yeah.
because that's all she has been playing since that movie came out.
Yeah.
She has just been Ultraviolet this entire time, where it's just
Yeah.
like one woman whooping everybody's ass.
Yep.
That is what the Resident Evil movies are, except coated in a paint of Resident Evil stuff.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I don't care what they do with the characters, because it's just like, let's just see who they paint Leon's outfit on to. And
Yeah.
hey, they painted it on a generic man
Yeah.
because he didn't do nothing remarkable. He almost dies, gets saved by Boris Cujo's character. Like he's kind of like he's just there.
Yeah.
Kind of.
He was always like head first though. Like he was the first one to go up the stairs. He was the first one to go in the room. He's the first one. He was like, "You're gonna get shot first. Like, go ahead, Leon."
This is true. You're right.
I enjoyed it though. Like I enjoyed the cheesiness action. Like I thought the action scenes were done a bit well. Like even though like again we get to see, because this movie is made for 3D, especially in the beginning scene. That beginning scene, for a fact is made for 3D. This
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
scene is supposed to be like in your face, like the plane's wheels supposed to touch you in your nose and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So like I see where they were going with it. I enjoyed it because it was a video game movie in a video game, and I felt it felt like a video game. Like it felt like the ridiculous stories that we would get and while we were playing the character. And like she reminded me of like the Saints Row character in part 4 that's like extremely powerful and shit. And it got to a point that I'm just like, let's just fuck it. Let's just do it. Just go crazy. Just go crazy with this shit.
One of the best dumb scenes is when she drives the Bentley and fights a giant liquor. That's something they made up for the movie.
Yeah.
Which is like, all right. But she drives a Bentley into a gigantic liquor, and then there's a chase scene involving Russian zombies that wield guns, because of course Russia perfected the virus to make soldiers, but they look like zombies. Like, dude, there's so many layers on top of stupid layers in this movie. That's what makes it like good.
Yeah.
And they drive into a subway, skid down the damn stairs and sideways, diagonal. Don't die, mind you. They conveniently collapse a tunnel on top of it. Like they ran through the construction and the tunnel collapsed. Like what? Why was that there for regular people to walk around if it was gonna collapse like that? That's crazy, dude. It's nuts. It's nuts. So. If you've been following the series so far, it is par for the course. This is not nothing. This is not anything new.
Yeah.
So as far as the verdict, what score did I get the last one? I know you said this one would be the placing I have for the last one is what, 9?
Yeah.
So I would put this one under that one. But score wise, what did I get the other one? I gave it a 3.5.
Yeah, 3.5. I think I gave it a 4.
So if I gave it a 4, I'm giving this one a 4.
Okay. I give it around the same score.
It's dumb fun. They put all, if you like characters from Resident Evil, they're in here. They may not sound. The one thing I did notice, and she's an actual movie star. Let me get her name. Her name is Bing Bing Lee. I actually saw a movie she was in.
Yeah. Not
so long ago. Detective D and the Mystery of the Phantom. What was it? Phantom Flame.
Oh, okay.
It was actually a pretty cool kung fu movie. But she sounds just like Ada Wong, and this is the second time they did that. They cast a person that they just threw the outfit on, but they made them talk like the person in the game. She has the inflection of her voice like Ada talks. I'm like, wow, that's interesting. All right.
And like them actually having that like the full outfit of what she wears in the game kind of made sense, because it was in a simulation and shit. I was like, wow, they actually gave her the fucking outfit.
There's one scene that made me mad though. It was the part where they came to the house to get them, and they have a standoff, and they come out, surrender, and then she just pushes Alice out of the way and shoots the guard like through the chest,
Yeah.
and that starts like just this crazy destruction scene where freaking they have like a what nonsense gun was that they shot that it spit out mini missiles that grew into big missiles.
Yeah.
I was dude, that was dumb.
It was like
Dude,
the
that
Jericho
was
in Iron Man.
it was so dumb. But in that scene, there was a part where she jumps into the house, and you can see her underwear, and I call bullshit. It's been 20 years. Ada Wong has done handstands and flips, and you never see her underwear. You're not. You just don't do it. You don't do it. The dress is always conveniently placed that you'd never see that.
Yeah.
Damn you. So Mr. W.S. Anderson, I have to dock you a few points for that, but I won't dock the movie. Just you as a person.
Yeah. Perv.
So anyway, yeah. Shame.
Oh man. So this is our number 20, the 28th movie.
Mm-hmm.
We getting there. For the next cast, we will have Silent Hill Revelations.
Okay. All
And
right.
then after that is Need for Speed.
I'm just hoping it's as good as the first Silent Hill. Don't want no bad movies.
Yes. I actually think, like, honestly, I thought these were gonna be kind of dreadful, and I actually have these two higher than the other Resident Evil movies.
Makes
So
sense.
I enjoyed them; they were fun. But then again, also I stopped taking them seriously and just enjoyed it for
Yeah.
what it was, and I think that's what helped as well.
Yeah.
So far, what were you saying?
No, I said me as well. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Can't take him serious. Don't do that.
So far, our list contains of these movies. Let me just get the fucking thing again. So, Mortal Kombat is number 1. DOA is number 2 for you. Super Mario's 2 for me. DOA is 3 for me, and Mario's 3 for you. Double Dragon is number 4. Street Fighter is number 5. 6 is Prince of Persia. 7 is Postal. 8 is Resident Evil Retribution for me. Resident Evil Apocalypse is 9. 10 is Afterlife. Yours is... God damn it. That's why I kept them together. Yours is Postal. 8 is Tomb Raider. And 9 is Resident Evil Afterlife for you.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I should have just kept the fucking list up. My fault.
It is what it is.
I think Afterlife, Tomb Raider, Doom. Tomb Raider for me, 11. Doom for you. Resident Evil Extinction is 12 for me and you. Silent Hill, Resident Evil 1, Tomb Raider 2. 16 is The Wing Commander. 17 is House of the Dead. 18 is Max Payne. 19 is Blood Rain. 20 is In the Name of King. 21 is Tekken for me. Street Fighter Legend of Chun-Li for you. 22 is Street Fighter Chun-Li for me. Far Cry for you. Far Cry is 23. Alone in the Dark 23 for you. MK2 for me is 24. Hitman is 24 for you. Hitman is 25 for me. Tekken for you. 26 is Alone in the Dark for me. MK2 for you.
Okay.
The list is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
It is not done yet.
It's not done yet. We, if you count the movies we have left, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 movies, and no, 12 movies if it Monster Hunter being last.
Okay. Cool.
So we're getting there. We're getting there.
Mhm.
We are fucking getting there.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, but I recommend this one to watch. It kind of gives you a full recap, so you actually really don't have to watch the ones before it because it gives you the recap. But I'll say watch Afterlife because it kind of leads into what this movie was.
Okay. Cool.
I feel like you needed to watch these two back to back.
And the way they frame it, apparently you need to watch the last one because the end scene is them on the roof of the White House, and Wesker's like, this is the greatest battle for humanity.
Yeah.
And it pans out with the fucking gun shooting. It's so dumb.
It looked like Resident Evil Monster Hunter had a love child, and
It
this
should have
is
just
it.
said America. Fuck yeah. At the end, at the last scene.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
dumb.
man. Luckily and glad we don't have a Resident Evil movie for like 6 movies. So actually,
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
So we have next week we have Silent Hill Revelations. Then we have Need for Speed, Hitman 47, Warcraft, Assassin's Creed. So we have 5 movies before the next Resident Evil.
Okay, gotcha.
So it gives us a little break from Resident Evil.
I just sent you the picture. I think this might be the picture of the episode. It just looks so dumb, but it's from the movie President Wesker. Oh my god, looks like a troll character. It doesn't even look real.
Yo, he looks like from Team America.
Yeah, I'm just saying, right?
Yeah, he does. Oh man. So
That's it. We're gonna wrap this one up. Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better, I Swear podcast. Make sure you catch us anywhere and everywhere Red Cyclone Inc. That's YouTube, SoundCloud, where you can hear the Wrestling Bible podcast as well. Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, WordPress, and the Facebook group.
Yep.
Where you at, Mark?
Follow all our social medias. Follow me on Tumblr, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, SoundCloud, Twitch TV, YouTube, SoundCloud, all Mark with the Mic. Follow all our podcasts. We have the Morphin Cast, we have the Not a Trekkie, we have the Shell Shock, we have the Gamer Rage podcast, also our weekly podcast, I Guess Better I Swear, and the Wrestling Babble podcast. We have a lot of content for you, so definitely listen, like, subscribe. We do have new episodes of Shell Shock and Gamer Rage up now for Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the love for Super Nintendo. So definitely check those out. Shout outs to Tenacious T, my co-host on those shows. You always try to get everything going. Shout outs to Game On, because that's the video game store that we always talk about in our podcast from Miller Place in Smithtown. They're a great retro video game store with great community as well, so definitely check them out. Other than that, follow Jinkies.
He got them sandwiches.
I'm hungry. Where is he? I'm gonna take his sandwich.
6 feet sandwiches.
I'm gonna go to Jinkies. Like, you're not supposed to eat that. Give me. Bye.
Mine.
Oh man. So yeah. So next time, next movie, Silent Hill Revelations.